Hi everybody, welcome back to another video and thank you for watching. This week's video is all about how I dealt with my hormonal acne. As you can see, most of it's gone. I've got one little spot here. I'll explain that later. But yeah, very happy with how things have gone. It took a little while, a little bit of a journey, but we got there in the end. And I just wanted to share with you guys because it might be helpful to other people who are like, what on earth is going on with my skin? My acne started in about May, June time. So I've been dealing with it for about 8 months. And I've gone from being somebody who very rarely got spots. Like, I didn't have any spots in my teens, just the odd one. I very rarely got any in my teens or my 20s. I hit my 30s, so I'm in my mid-30s now, and I started getting acne. I had a bout of acne last year along my jawline here, mostly this side for some reason. A little bit here, but mostly like along my jawline, and I had that for about 3-4 months last year. And my husband's like, oh, you've eaten too much sugar, which can be a factor if you're not looking after yourself, but I thought it very strange. And then it kind of went away, and then come May this year, 2020, my eye started coming up with these I believe they're called pustules. They're like bumps underneath the skin, are not spots yet. And it was coming up in patches here and here. And I was like, what is that? What is going on? And then after a couple of weeks of having these bumps, they would turn into spots, and they would be kind of pussy whitehead kind of spots, which were not nice. And then I had it all over, from the back of my jaws all the way up to my chin to the other side and underneath here. So it was like this whole section of my face. Forehead, top cheeks, absolutely fine. It was all the way across here. And I just didn't know what it was. So I kind of started to try and figure things out because it was getting really frustrating. I bought new skincare. The first thing I did was actually check to see if I was over exfoliating, because if you over exfoliate, that can cause you to break out because you've stripped your skin. So I cut back on my exfoliating just to see if it was that. Obviously it wasn't, but it is something to look into. These are all things to look into if you start getting spots. So I cut back on my exfoliating so that I wasn't over exfoliating. I just did it once or twice a week from almost every day. And I made sure my foundation was non-comedogenic, which means it's not going to clog your pores, which can cause, if your pores get clogged, then it can cause acne. So that was another thing I did. I'll put in a picture, a little video here I took of when my acne was pretty bad, but it was worse. So I'll put that in right here. Hi everybody, so this is my skin just now. So this is clean, fresh skin, no makeup, and yeah. So as you can see, I've got one spot here, but it is actually that time. So I'll let one slide considering it is that time and it happens. But yeah, so around here, I have patches around here and marks left over from where I've had the acne, and as you can see, it was like all across my jawline, but it kind of came up in patches around this area here and would go underneath. I've also got a couple marks left over. This is just marks. You can see my skin is now smooth. It's looking a lot better. Like I'm much happier. My skin is soft. It feels just a lot better. Like I said, I've got that one spot there, but it's not much you can do about that. And one spot I can deal with is when my whole jawline was a mess. I was just like, this is awful. Then I started looking at internally, because they say if you've got spots around your jawline, it's internal factors. So I also tried cutting back on milk, because milk can be, can inflame things. So if you've got a problem, some people find it really good if they cut out milk and gluten, because it has inflammatory problems which can make things worse basically, and sometimes that allergies can be the problem, but because I've been having milk before, I cut back. It didn't make any difference. The other thing I did was I tried probiotics. Now, I tried a probiotic multivitamin and it helped a little. Instead of it going all the way back to my jawline, it kind of stopped about here instead of back here with my spots. I wasn't seeing a huge difference. And then I started off on these. These are peach and apricot yogurt drinks. And now the reason why I started using these is because I thought maybe it was a gut issue, and I thought, well, okay, because I had heard, and it kind of makes sense, you know, if your gut's not doing very well, if you're not being able to digest properly, you're not going to get the nutrients you need to your skin, to your hair, to, you know, everywhere. So I started drinking these just one a day, and it did help. It started reducing it. I did notice a difference, but it wasn't going away. Now this has, so it's got the L-Casei, which is like a good bacteria which helps your gut, but it also has vitamins C, D and B6. So it has 1.4 megs of vitamin B6. I thought, oh, okay, something's kind of happening here. I'm like, that's, you know, maybe it is something internal. Anyway, so after a little while, nothing was working. I had tried cosmetics. I had tried like spot lotions, putting on lotions before you put on your moisturizer. There's different spot lotions you can get. I tried a whole ton of them. Nothing was working. I tried to get like barrier cream that was gonna keep your barrier strong, because sometimes, like I said before, if you over exfoliate, then your barrier can get stripped and it can create spots and redness and other things like that. So I was like, right, okay, it's not any of that things, so it must be some kind of issue. So after 7 months, I found the product which actually worked for me. This just happens to be from Tesco's. You can get other brands, of course. You can get them from health food shops or other supermarket brands. But this is a women's health vitamin, basically. And what this does is it's vitamin B6 to support hormonal balance. That's the first thing that's on the list of this. And I thought, bingo. I'm in my mid-30s. These things can start happening at this age. Sometimes people get it when they're going through the change. Sometimes they get it like pre-change, before anything happens. I thought, okay, I have heard about this. I've seen some other videos. And I knew it wasn't like cystic acne, because cystic acne is this, oh, it's awful, sounds awful. I knew it wasn't cystic acne because cystic acne is like underneath the skin, and it's big welts almost underneath the skin, and it's like the spots underneath the skin. They're awful. I feel sorry for anybody who has cystic acne, because the only way you can really sort that one out is by going to the doctors and getting some antibiotics. So I knew it wasn't, I knew it wasn't cystic acne because it was something else. And down this side, they said it can be internal, hormonal. So the other things you can try if you want to go down a natural route and you don't want to go down a vitamin is nuts and seeds. And I do have like a nut and seed. I've run out, but like a nut and seed that's ground with flax seed. It's flax seed with ground, I think it's almonds, walnuts and Brazil nuts or something, and I just put a couple of spoonfuls in my porridge in the morning, and that's helped as well. But yeah, this I started noticing a big difference. So you get like a 30 pack, okay? Oh no, is this 25 pack? How much do you get in here? 30 capsules. So this is all I've got left, okay, and after 30 capsules. So I've been using this for a month now, and the difference is I've gone from having, like, my spots almost came up in groups, and it was always like around this area and on some on my chin and always around here. Now I've only got one spot right now, one, and that is because it is that time of the month. So I've gone from having my whole jawline being filled with little pussy spots to I've just got one, and in the space of a month, and this is all I've got left. So these are fantastic. So like I said, the yogurt drinks had 1.4 megs of vitamin B6. This is 10. So these are a lot stronger. They also have vitamin D3, E, K, C, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, folic acid, vitamin B12, biotin, iron, magnesium, zinc, copper, manganese, selenium, chromium. It's got things like evening primrose oil and starflower oil, which are meant to be fantastic for women to help them with their cycles and just their health in general. A lot goes on in a woman's body. A lot happens, and you need your hormones and everything to do what they need to do. So this has been a huge godsend, and I will continue to use these because they are fantastic. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this has been helpful. It is, acne is a really tough thing to try and solve and sort out, it's a tough thing to deal with, but I'm just happy that I've kind of sorted mine out and that I know kind of what it is, so that next time when it flares up, I can just get those vitamins again. I'll continue using them for the meantime, but yeah, anytime it flares up, I will just start using them again. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. If you really like this, please like the video. It really helps support the channel, and if you would like to subscribe, that would also be extremely helpful for building the channel up. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you very soon in another video. Depending what I get, it might be what I got for Christmas. But anyway, thank you very much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.